right off the bat, like something terrible happens and you're like, oh they went there and they followed through on it, and then we get to see the consequences of that and how it impacts the character's decisions. And I wasn't expecting it to go that dark, and it went that dark, and I was pleasantly surprised with it. Hey, what's going on, everyone? How you guys doing today? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is Three Buck Theater, and this weekend a new television show has dropped that I cannot recommend enough. I haven't finished watching it myself. I'm over halfway through, and I am talking about The Boys. This new series on Amazon is, I think, everything I've wanted in a comic book adaptation dealing with superheroes, because not only is it a good story, it's extremely well acted, it's got a star-studded cast, it's violent as hell. And I mean that like literally, it is violent as hell. And I absolutely, positively love it. I just, again, Marvel would never go this route. DC would never go this route. The kind of violence in the show is just it's nuts, and it's unapologetic in how it handles superhero powers and what could be done to the human body if they come in contact with them. Now, again, taking a look here, this is just the promotional poster. We have the cover of the omnibus. This is the new cover, the poster for the show as well. Seeing here, we've got Carl Urban and Jack Quaid and a few other people there. Again, this is a really pretty cover. I just wanted to share it with you guys because of that. But coming over here to the Amazon page itself, we can see that the whole season's out. All 8 episodes are currently out if you want to watch them. I'm kind of against binging culture right now as a whole because it's difficult for me to like watch everything at once, but I'm actually kind of glad in this moment because I've been able to make my way through a lot of it this weekend. But here's the description of it. It says, The Boys is an irreverent take on what happens when superheroes who are as popular as celebrities, as influential as politicians, and as revered as gods abuse their superpowers rather than use them for good. It's the powerless against the super powerful as the boys embark on a heroic quest to expose the truth about the Seven and their formidable Voight backing. Now, the description here is enough to kind of get your interest, but really there's a lot more to it. Jumping over here to the Wikipedia page to give you more of an insight into just what this is. It's an American comic book series that was written by Garth Ennis, co-created and designed by Darick Robertson, and the series was set between 2006 and 2008 in a world where superheroes exist. However, most of the superheroes in the series universe are corrupted by their celebrity status and often engage in reckless behavior, compromising the safety of the world. The story follows a small clandestine CIA squad informally known as the Boys, led by Butcher, also consisting of Mother's Milk, the Frenchman, the Female, and the new addition, Huey Campbell, who are charged with monitoring the superhero community, often leading to gruesome confrontations and dreadful results, and that is a damn understatement. In parallel, a key subplot follows Annie Starlight, January, a young, naive superhero who joins the Seven, the most prestigious and corrupted superhero group in the world, and the Boys' most powerful enemies. And the thing with that I really like is the fact that like they don't shy away from the terribleness of this group. I mean, everyone looks at them as being the Seven, the Justice League, because they're clearly mocking the Justice League as being this like force of good, and it's just right off the bat, like something terrible happens and you're like, oh they went there, and they followed through on it, and then we get to see the consequences of that and how it impacts the character's decisions. And I wasn't expecting it to go that dark, and it went that dark, and I was pleasantly surprised with it. I was really happy that the show decided to take this particular approach to sexual assault, and the fact that it did it in a way that makes you really dislike the character, but then later on you kind of have a little bit of sympathy for that character because you can see why they're acting out. It doesn't excuse a single thing that they did at all, but it's so interesting that they kind of talk about the grayness of the world, and I find that to just be actually pretty refreshing, because you would never see this in anything from Marvel or DC at all. So take a look here at the cast. This is where you're in for a hell of a ride. You've got Carl Urban as Billy Butcher, the leader of the Boys. Carl Urban, Judge Dredd Bones. I mean, as much as I want there to be another Dredd film, I would be okay with him not doing that in order to keep working on this, because there are 72 issues in total of the whole series, and we do know that Amazon already greenlit it for another season. You got Erin Moriarty as Annie January. She's a kind of an up-and-comer. She's been in a bunch of HBO shows like True Detective. She was in Jessica Jones in first season as a sub-character. You got Jack Quaid as Huey Campbell. Jack Quaid is the son of Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan, and he looks identical to his father. Not as charismatic, I'll be fair, but it's hard to be as charismatic as Dennis Quaid, but he definitely just resembles his dad in every shot. And it's crazy. Anthony Starr is Homelander. Homelander is the Superman, Captain America type character. And at first I'm watching this like, who do I know this guy from? Like, where do I know him from? And then I look, and it's Lucas Hood from Banshee. And I'm like, oh my God, like, oh my God. And he is psychotic, and it is amazing what they've done with him. Dominique Mikela as Queen Maeve. You may know her from Hell on Wheels, as well as The Last Tycoon, another Amazon Prime show that was canceled after one season. She's a great actress, and she does a really good job as the Wonder Woman type character, and her position of being in this group, as well as somewhat being trapped. It's a very interesting thing. Jesse T. Usher as A-Train. Chase Crawford from Gossip Girl as the Deep, and yeah. He's an interesting guy, and you'll know when you see it. You've got Karen Fukuhara as the female. She was Katana in, if I remember that right, from Suicide Squad. So she is just now in the show where I'm at. You've got Elizabeth Shue is in it. It's good to see Elizabeth Shue working. Jennifer Esposito. You've got Simon Pegg as Huey's dad. I mean, there are a lot of people in this show. There are a great deal of big name people, both big name in television. You have Simon Pegg, big name in movies, and it's loaded full of talent. I mean, that's the thing. It's literally loaded full of amazing talent, and it shines on almost every single level. But let's take a look here at what the critics are saying. So the general consensus says here, though viewers' mileage may vary, the boys' violent delights and willingness to engage in heavy, relevant themes are sure to please those that are looking for a new group of anti-heroes to root for. With a 76% tomato meter, 49 critics, and a 91% audience score coming in from fans. So yeah, people are enjoying it. They are liking it. And the problem with this show is that I believe that Amazon is not marketing it enough. I was at Comic-Con. I went to their activation, which is interesting because they had an activation for the show, which effectively takes place after the end of the first episode if it would have gone a different direction. But they literally rebuilt a set from the show and had that be the event, the experience at Comic-Con, which is really cool. And it was a lot of fun. That's also on this YouTube channel if you want to go check it out. I'll link to it in the video description. There's like a whole bunch in this show that's good. It takes a little bit to get going, but once it gets going, it is well written. Eric Kripke has done a great job. Dan Trachtenberg, who directed 10 Cloverfield Lane, who's going to be doing the upcoming Uncharted film, he directed the pilot episode. He set the tone. He did a great job. All the cast are phenomenal in their roles. They're all distinct. They're all different. They're all interesting. And it touches upon so many themes involving comic books and superheroes. And it really dives deep into a lot of stuff that you wouldn't see from a lot of other types of shows like this. It's something, this series is the antithesis to like Endgame, right? It's the antithesis to like Spider-Man. It's the antithesis to the Marvel Cinematic Universe or the DCEU. This is the show to watch if you want something wholly different from everything else, and I cannot recommend it enough. It's really, really, really good. I just wanted to do this quick video kind of breaking down as to why you should see it, and I look forward to your thoughts and your opinions. If you've seen it, let me know. And if you guys want to get into the conversation, type down below in the chat. Thumbs it up if you're new. Let's try to get to 200 likes. I think that's a good number. And subscribe also, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day, and peace out.